Hi everyone, it's Liza here. What's up? This is my first video back at school, for junior year. I mean, not counting my hospital vlog. I wasn't at school for that. I was pointedly not at school. I was at the hospital. Anyway, that was like a long time ago. It is October 29th, and semester is in full swing. Really in full swing. It's already more than halfway over. So I've already so I have already conceived my, actually, I wouldn't go so far to say I've conceived. I'm beginning to conceive. The theses, the ideas. I'm beginning to develop a general idea of what I want to do for my conference work or my semester-long research projects. Ideas are fomenting. I'm reading, exploring. So I'm taking a class on English Renaissance poetry, specifically imagination and environment as seen in English Renaissance poetry. And the project I'm doing for that class is about Arthurian romances and Arthurian legends. The Arthurian era, if such a term exists, predates the English Renaissance by 3 centuries. But it's I don't go to a real school. Nothing I do matters. It's fine. So the books I'm reading, the Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. This is the James Winnie translation. My personal favorite of the ones that I could find. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight is a cool epic poem in 4 parts, I think. In Middle English, the parts are called fits. Do you see that? So, if that means anything to you. It's a cool poem about this knight named Sir Gawain, who is a knight of King Arthur's court, and he's King Arthur's nephew. And basically, this huge, ogre adjacent knight, who is completely green, walks into Arthur's court what's the period between Christmas and New Year's called? Is it yuletide? No, no, it's not. I know that there's a word for it. Is it I think it might be yuletide. Anyway, he comes during that period, and he's like, listen, whoever feels like they are brave enough to, he's like, he brings this weapon. It's like an axe, and he says, who in King Arthur's court is brave enough to take this axe from my hand and strike me with it? And Sir Gawain and Arthur are the only 2 who respond. And Sir Gawain is like, Arthur, no, let me save you the indignity. I will strike you with the axe, Green Knight. And he's like, okay. And then Sir Gawain swings the axe at the Green Knight and chops his head off. And then the Green Knight picks up his head his severed head by the hair and says, okay, let's check back in a year, and next time I will strike you. And then Sir Gawain is like, okay. And then it's a year later, and Sir Gawain goes on a journey across the countryside to go find the Green Knight and return the strike. I have only read half of it, but so far it's a lot of fun. It's like an incredibly important piece of Arthurian literature, of English literature, but how unfortunately no author is known, and it's told in a really weird Northern English dialect. He was like the author was like one of Chaucer's contemporaries, but like the dialect that like this poet was writing in was not like, I mean, like Chaucer was like writing in London, and like his writing sort of English developed from Chaucer, but this was like a weird, this dialect did not get picked up. So that's also something. It's fun. I am liking it a lot. Because I wanted to do a project on fairy lore in Renaissance England, like fairy tales and stuff like that. And when I started to look into it, what I found, like English and Irish folklore, actually mostly Irish, because most English folklore is like adopted from Irish folklore, from what I could find. When I started to look into it, basically everything that I could find was like told in the oral tradition, and I decided that wasn't rigorous enough, so now I'm reading fucking Middle English. No, I'm not. Okay, so something cool about this translation, whatever, is the Middle English is on this side, and then on this side is the translation. So you get to see the completely unreadable, unintelligible Middle English over here, and then something that you can actually read over here. My professor is excited about this project, and he's like, you should read Middle English for this. I can't do that. I'm also, here is Chrétien de Troyes. You have to forgive me, I haven't taken French in 4 years. This guy who basically invented courtly romance and Arthurian romances. We would not know about or write about Lancelot or Camelot if it was not for this guy whose name I just said. So I'm reading some of his stories. Which ones? All five. No, there are like 5 Arthurian romances that comprise the book, but my professor wants me to read 4. I don't know why 1 is excluded. I'm reading Lancelot, Yvain, Percival, and Eric and Enid. Stoked, really excited. I haven't started. And then after that, I'm going to read The Death of Arthur. I was really good at French. I was really good at it. Haven't taken it. It's been a minute. Anyway, I'm going to read this too. It's by Sir Thomas Malory. I have not looked at this, gotten started, whatever. So yeah, that's my homework right now. I have to go work on it. I have to go do my homework. Good. It was good checking in. As you can see, I got my work cut out for me. I have to go.